Next, our chairperson, Ms. Shubhra Maheshwari, to felicitate Dr. Sandeep Kochhar with a flow memento. Events team, can we have the memento, please? It is indeed my pleasure to introduce our very dynamic speaker, Dr. Sandeep Kochhar, a man of many talents. Dr. Sandeep Kochhar is an internationally renowned celebrity astrologer, Vastu consultant, motivational speaker, life coach, actor, anchor, and author. He has been awarded as the most trusted astrologer in India. Dr. Kochhar is among the top 10 world-famous Indian astrologers who has read the horoscopes of the serving President of India and Vice President of India. He predicted the winner of the US elections of Barack Obama and Donald Trump based on their respective horoscopes. He has received numerous accolades such as the International Achievers Award, Masters of Wisdom, Pride of India, Brand Ambassador of Astrology, Limca Book of Records, Glory of India, Super Achievers Awards, just to name a few. He has also appeared in many television shows such as Bach Ke Rehna, Guiding Stars, What's Your Rashi, Kismat Connection Sandeep Kochhar Ke Saath, which have been viewed in over 120 countries. With his profound understanding of astrology, face reading, and palmistry, he is able to liberate the person through the freedom of understanding oneself better. His motivational and inspirational insights have changed the lives of thousands worldwide. Welcome, Dr. Sandeep Kochhar, and thank you for being here with us. I now request Dr. Kochhar to take us through the session.
Good evening, everyone. This is my pleasure to be here, and I would like to thank Vicky Flo for giving me this opportunity, especially Shubhra Maheshwari ji for giving me this honor. So it was lovely meeting you, and because Shraddha has said it all, so we'll meet up next time, and I'll come with more preparation. Because I was just jotting down, and she ticked whatever I thought I will talk about. But anyways, so basically I'm an astrologer, and it's been 22 years with my journey of astrology, and I believe astrology is nothing but it is your life, because it begins from the word in Sanskrit called prarabdha, the deeds done in the past birth, and everything is responsible because of that. Because first thing which you cannot choose is your parent. तो जब आप पैदा हो रहे थे आपको पता नहीं था कि आप बच्चन बनेंगे, गांधी बनेंगे, मोदी बनेंगे, अंबानी बनेंगे और कहीं के नहीं रहेंगे. So we had no clue, so we can't choose anything. Even if you run away with someone and get married, it is a part of destiny, because I believe in that. Everything is pre-written, everything is predestined. But as Shraddha said, I do believe in that also, because I have to say it. I believe in that also, because I believe in free will as well. So 70% is free. It is your destiny. You're not free. You're bounded with 70% of what you are, as I've said, from your birth to whatever you are. And 30% is what you do, what you choose, how you utilize your energies, your opportunities. It depends on that. So a person who is running a great time of his life may get 70 out of 70. What if a person is running really a bad phase of his life, but is still very confident, very optimistic and spiritual, and having faith in him and in God? Khud aur khuda par yakin. I believe in that, because divine energies, if you really want to be successful, successful is not the right word. If you really want to be happy, because I believe a person who is happy is successful. So if you really want to be happy, there has to be some divine energies associated with you. Without that, you are just running, or maybe you are in some kind of grind. You may boast of those kind of materialistic achievements, but it will never give you contentment. This is what I have understood in my 22 years of my journey with astrology. My clients are billionaire in dollars and pounds, but one thing I have understood is, I'm not boasting here, what I'm saying is, I have understood that money has no connection with your inner peace, your harmony, and your happiness. That means there is something which is beyond that. So I'm here to talk about make the cosmos work for you. So how do we do that? The first thing is, cosmos is nothing but it is you. So you are the energy, you are the soul, and you are the power. So you have to first look within. Like Shraddha mentioned about this pandemic, era, which is first time in our lifetime we have experienced, and God willing, it must be the last time. And nothing happened. Lots of people lost their jobs, their businesses, even lives and livelihoods. So it was definitely a very unprecedented time, and we have luckily almost passed that. And we have realized, now I'm getting clients actually with a different mindset. What we were used to before pandemic era, like, earlier we used to say it, before Christ and whatever. Now we are talking about that era, before pandemic. We were more different. We were more materialistic. Still, there are few, because as I say, some are wise and most are otherwise. So we learn to, we have to evolve. We need to learn to make it better. So I think we have realized there's more than what we really desire, and that is your happiness. I always say, I'm a poet actually. So Shubhra ji has already told me there are people, few of them understand Hindi, and few of them, for them, I need to translate my poetry in Telugu, which I really can't do. So if there is a translator, I would be happily sharing my, $1 million poetry with you. So, no, the poetry is in Hindi, unfortunately. Okay, that's great. That's amazing. So you have made my life simple, because I'm a poet, So I wrote it once कि खुश नसीब हैं वो लोग जो खुश रहा करते हैं. They say happy go lucky. खुश नसीब हैं वो लोग जो खुश रहा करते हैं, और ऐसे सितारे किस काम के जो रात भर जगा करते हैं. So this poetry is anti-astrology, but astrology is my bread and butter. Astrology is my life. I have changed completely from what I began with and what astrology has made me and taught me in the journey of life. And so I really thank this divine powers, divine energies, and the blessings of Almighty and my elders and whoever. And I believe this is my responsibility. So I'm here not, just to tour this place. I've been here earlier, but I feel everyone who is present here, they have a connection. There's nothing, you are not here just like that. There is no coincidence in this life. In Urdu, they say, I'm in Hyderabad. Urdu is a part of your, I think you go for shopping, you talk in. Yeah. So there is no ittifaq. So there is a ittifaq. There is one word. I made a poetry with only one word. How it can be possible? And ittifaq has two meanings. Ittifaq se, it has got two meanings by chance. One is by chance, and one if you don't agree with me. That is ittifaq, right? I hope you agree with me. Okay, thank you. So तुमसे मिलना भी इत्तेफाक था, तुमसे मिलना भी इत्तेफाक था, और तुमसे बिछड़ना भी इत्तेफाक है. अभी मैं यही हूं वैसे. तो तुमसे मिलना भी इत्तेफाक था और तुमसे बिछड़ना भी इत्तेफाक है. अब तुम्हें इत्तेफाक नहीं तो ये भी इत्तेफाक है. But I believe there is no coincidence. So we here, together, Shraddha almost missed her flight, and even I was adamant not to board the flight without her, because that was, she has instructed me to come along with her. So luckily we are all here, so it is not by chance. It was meant to be like this. Anyways, so moving on, it is power to empower. I just read it, the tagline of your FICCI floor. मैं मन में ये सोच रहा था यार और कितना empower करोगे. So I'm really happy. I do have a wife and a daughter, so I understand the power of wife, and I really want my daughter to be, a better version of my wife. But so as Shraddha spoke about Venus, that was one thing which I already crossed because she spoke about it. And Venus is the most beautiful planet in astrology. And whenever you show your horoscope to any astrologer, he will look first at Jupiter, the planet of wisdom, knowledge, spirituality, blessing, prosperity. And the next planet which he will look or should look is Venus. Because Venus defines what kind of luxury, what kind of happiness, joy, and goodies you will get in this life. A beautiful house, a beautiful car, your wardrobe, your interiors, you're all beautiful here. So maybe sometime handsome husband. So everything, is related to Venus, how beautiful your life is. So it depends on how strong your Venus is and where it is placed in your horoscope. But I believe in one thing. Whenever, a person comes to me and Yeah. So whenever a person comes to me and he asks about when I will have my house or another house or maybe another car or sometime another, no, let it be. So I always tell them, if you really want to upgrade your life, you need to make your wife happy. I know it is a task. It is a task, I'm married since 25 years. Sorry? Acha. Yeah, so she really want to quote me. So if you really want to prosper, if you really want to grow, this is all about for men. There are only cameramen here, but anyways, this is all about men. If you really want to prosper and grow and upgrade your life in every possible way, please make your own wife happy. So I corrected it. So I always say कि आपकी खुद की wife, आपकी खुद की wife. I need to specify because अभी वक्त बदल गया. Many times I have done counseling for a couple and then while going they said she was not my wife. So yeah, now I have to ask her, how are you related? She's my wife. Okay. So if your own wife is happy because of you, that is also important. Because sometimes neighbors are also, So if your own wife is happy because of you, your Venus will become stronger and then you will get all the luxuries in your life. That means the more happy a woman is, the more luxuries, comfort and everything good, joy even, will come to you. So it's all about Venus and I always say कि शुक्र है तो शुक्र है. क्योंकि अगर शुक्र ना होता, वीनस ना होता, वीनस इज ऑल अबाउट ब्यूटी, तो हम सब एक जैसे लगते. तो अगर आईना ना होता, आईना इज मिरर, राइट? सो अगर आईना ना होता तो हकीकत ना होती. इंट्रोस्पेक्शन, शी वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट लव योरसेल्फ, नो योरसेल्फ, टॉक टू योरसेल्फ, एंड आई लव्ड इट. हर कहने वाला था. तो अगर आईना ना होता तो हकीकत ना होती, फिर खुद को कैसे पहचानते हम? सो इंट्रोस्पेक्शन इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, बट वी नेवर डू. बिकॉज यही मेरी खुद से पहचान हो गई. इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड योर ओन सेल्फ, योर ओन बीइंग, बिकॉज वी आर रनिंग बिहाइंड समथिंग. We are in grind because of our responsibilities as well. I'm not blaming anyone here. But what I'm saying is we need to pause. We need to look within. क्योंकि रफ्तार जिंदगी की बढ़ गई है कुछ इस कदर. रफ्तार जिंदगी की बढ़ गई है कुछ इस कदर. तेलुगु में कैसे बताएंगे? रफ्तार जिंदगी की कुछ बढ़ गई है इस कदर कि वो भी भाग रहे हैं जिन्हें कहीं जाना नहीं. So you are running after something which even doesn't exist or is not meant for you, and maybe the time is not right for you. So what I'm saying is go with the flow. This is the beauty of life, and I've understood and I imply every day in my life. I don't plan. I'm a miserable planner. I should not be saying it because already 10 people have decided not to come to me. So, and my job is to help everyone plan their life. That's my business. But I believe in one thing. I've understood whatever has to happen will happen. तो अगर सब कुछ लिखा जा चुका है तो हम क्या करें? So I always say go with the flow. क्योंकि from my balcony when I see sunset every day, it's a beautiful scene in Mumbai. I always say I wrote it once. जिंदगी तो महज एक दरिया है. पोइट्री ज़्यादा तो नहीं होगी, गुस्से में देख रही. अच्छा, तो जिंदगी लास्ट है. तो जिंदगी तो महज एक दरिया है, बहते चलो, बस यही एक जरिया है. So keep going with the flow and enjoy your moment. इससे खूबसूरत मुझे नहीं लगता. So now we'll talk about the most important aspect is life. And I think the synonym for life is happiness. So you need to be in a happy space. How to do it? It is very difficult. We have aspirations, we have responsibility, towards our first in-laws. Very difficult. It's a 1,000 years old story, and there's no way out, and even no one has a remedy to it. But we have to live with it, right? So one is in-laws. So fair, you have to have responsibilities towards you being first daughter-in-law. Now most of them are mother-in-laws. I should not be saying that, but it looks like. And then as a wife, so you have a great responsibility as a wife, right? And it is not easy to handle someone who behaved like Ranbir Kapoor or Shah Rukh Khan before marriage, and now he's become Nana Patekar. So, but it is your responsibility, to be with him. Amazing. And then as a mother, which is the most difficult and most beautiful journey. And I salute my mother, because whatever I'm here is all because of her blessings. I believe in that. Without those, divine energies, divine blessings, and the blessings of your mom is something great. Why? Because the Indian astrology is based on moon. All 8 planets influence only one planet, which is moon. That is the reason the movie came out with the name called What is Your Rashi? Even you go to an astrologer, he will ask you or tell you basically what is your Rashi. Because Rashi is nothing but your moon, where your moon is placed, and that is how you feel. It is not how you look, it is how you feel. So your moon sign plays a very important role in this life. If anyone who has a beautiful moon sign, the person will always be smiling. And anyone who has a afflicted moon sign, the person will be complaining, sulking, getting irritated by small little things and having that kind of pessimistic ideas. So that is not great. And that is the reason I have got a lot of doctors as my client, and even anyone who is a gynecologist, I always tell them, please tell your patients, whoever wish to conceive or is already pregnant, if she is married, then she should, be in a happy space. Because you can't manipulate your planets. There is only one planet which you can manipulate, and that is moon. And every mother will always wish for one thing about her child, and that is the child should be happy. And that is the reason whenever we seek blessings, parents, especially you're all young here, but people who are from another generation, they always still say, Khush raho beta. Khush raho is the biggest blessing. They never say कि तुमको एक और घर ले लो, एक और गाड़ी ले लो और शादी कर लो, whatever. But khush raho. So how to be happy? Only with the good moon what you have in life, and how to manipulate it. So a mother who is pregnant or is planning pregnancy should make sure that no matter what, no matter who is your husband or what kind of situation your in-laws have, you should be in a happy space. And if you will choose to be happy during those 9 months, I promise you, your child will always thank you for the rest of her life. Because the moon is emotion of anyone. If I'll see your horoscope, maybe I have my computer here. If you want, I can tell you who you are in 10 seconds. So if you want your child to be happy, you need to be happy for the rest, for those 9 months. And even if you are, few of them looks like they are already mother-in-laws. So you have to tell your daughter-in-law to choose to be happy, and you have to treat her well for those 9 months at least. So moon is the most important thing in life. We talk about dashas. Pandit ji, kya dasha chal rahi hai? Bole, abhi aapki Rahu ki dasha chal rahi hai, abhi aapki Shani ki dasha chal rahi hai. I've changed my tone because unfortunately this is a divine science, but unfortunately this business of astrology has become business of fear and lies. The more fear I can put in your mind, the more I will be able to, extract. But what I'm saying is, even the dasha is calculated from the nakshatra which resides inside your moon. That means the entire astrology. If anyone, I don't know how many of you believe in it and how many are willing to learn astrology, you will see how moon plays a role. The greatest planet, I always say, mother of astrology. Mother of astrology is moon. So if you are happy, if you create your moon, forget about your child, forget about you getting pregnant again. I'm talking about your own state of mind. Your state of mind, your happiness is depending on your moon. So how to make it happy now? Because you are born already with what kind of moon you have. The answer is meditate. People who meditate every day, they are always happy. So I really want to know if you have any belief in meditation, please raise your hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 11, 15 and a half, 17. Good. So it's a good number actually, because when yoga became yoga, it became popular in India. When meditation became mindfulness, now it has become popular in India. And mindfulness is nothing but Indian meditative techniques which they have rebranded, and now the entire world, US or even Europe, they are talking about mindfulness. So my dear friends, I would suggest you to meditate. That is the only remedy which will work, because one statement which I use every day in my life is, destiny is fixed. Destiny is fixed. No one can change, but a change is change when you change. So today, if you take a vow to be in a happy space, no matter what, I promise you, you don't need any astrologer. But you should utilize my, this opportunity, because I'm here from Mumbai. But anyways, so what I'm saying is, have little faith towards your Almighty, because even you can't choose your religion. You're born in a family, now you are, I will not say forced, but it will come to you naturally. Whatever faith you have, please believe in that. Meditate and have that faith. which can definitely make your moon happy, which will make you happy, and it will change everything around you. Now she spoke about, because I have crossed all this list, so whatever is left I am talking about. She spoke about declutter, right? In Vastu. So I'm not into Vastu, but I'm just talking about it. Declutter what? Your thoughts in your mind. That is the most important area, which influence your life. We are mostly either thinking about the past or having concerns about future. And as I've told you, me being an astrologer, and this sounded like unprofessional statement, but I believe in it. Whatever has to happen will happen. लम्हा लम्हा है जिंदगी तो कल का जिक्र क्यों करें? लम्हा लम्हा है जिंदगी तो कल का जिक्र क्यों करें? और जो बीत गई सो बात गई तो कल की फिक्र क्यों करें? तो आई थिंक ये आप डिक्लटर कर दीजिए. लाइफ इज सो ब्यूटिफुल. ट्रस्ट मी, इट इज रियली सिंपल. लाइफ में आई हैव सीन पीपल हु आर स्पिरिचुअल, हु मेडिटेट, दे आर ऑलवेज हैप्पी. यू कैन सी द फेसेस विदाउट एनी मेकअप एंड दे आर ग्लोइंग. So this energy is coming from within. It is divine energy we are talking about, and that is all I believe in. Astrology, life, everything is based on energies and vibration. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Law of conservation of energy said, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. So you need to transform. It is not what you are. I am born with this kind of planets. My moon is like this, and whoever. This could be the moment of change. Bring that change in you. Take it as a message. Not every day astrologer will come and tell you everything will be sorted just like that. Today she spoke about a lot of good things. And I'm talking about only one element is about your state of mind. Destiny, definitely it is your journey. You have to undergo whatever process, whatever goes up has to come down. Vice versa is a law of nature. But time keep on changing because nothing is permanent. So today if you are in a situation, tomorrow things will change, and astrology is utilized only for that. You know your address from your office to your home, and you may reach in 40 minutes, like it does from your airport to this place. But you don't know that day there is a traffic jam or there is some diversion. GPS tell you that, right? You're not going to reach in 40 minutes, it may take 2 hours today. Astrology exactly do the same. It is a GPS of your life which tells you about the journey of your life, where you are heading, what objections, hurdles or traffic jam you will be facing in this life, and what to do about it. So one is acceptance. So astrology doesn't mean that you come to me and I'll change everything like this. No. Astrology can tell you what you are, where you are heading, and what you can expect. So sometime, even being a motivator, I have to discourage someone that your time is not right. Hang on for 1.5 years, 2 years, depending on individual situation. So if you understand that, you will lower your expectation, you will enhance your acceptance, and that will make your life simple. So I think astrologer can be your best friend for life. Don't follow astrology every day, though I post it on my Instagram, you can follow me. That was a good idea. Yeah. So, but at the same time, go at least once to an astrologer and understand your journey, your purpose of life, your strength, your weakness, your potential. I'm not here to judge you. Everyone is different. I may be having 10 flaws, but the day you realize about your own weaknesses and you start working on it, that is the time you will change. So the change is change when you change. Vastu plays a very important role, as she said, and Vastu along with your time makes a perfect situation. Even tarot has a great meaning, every card, because it's all intuitive. They will give you answers like this, which even astrologer can tell you, because astrology goes for a long term and it has a broader perspective towards your life. But any kind of sciences, numerology, tarot, astrology, even energies, Reiki, it is all about knowing yourself and planning your life. So I think it is a great idea, it is a great opportunity for all of you to connect, and whoever your personal astrologers are, even you can go to them. But do not, get trapped into that. I've seen people calling astrologers every day कि आज का दिन कैसा जाएगा, कल का कैसा जाएगा. That is not a great idea. Understand things where it is from and plan your life. Every planet has a significance. If you want, I can, briefly in one liner I'll tell you. We'll begin with Sun. Sun is soul, Sun is purity, Sun is idealism, planet Sun, S-U-N, and Sun is father. When you have to check about your father in every horoscope, we look at Sun. So a person born around daytime, around noontime, the person always blessed with a good upbringing. And I always say, the day your son or daughter is born, even you started doing good. And it is always correct. Because Sun means the upbringing of the child will be great and father has to do great. So sometimes even you don't know, you in the sense, your husband, who his horoscope is working. As I already said, I believe in Venus, I believe in Lady Luck. I already said that your smiling faces can bring more prosperity in life. So same goes with your children. So one horoscope can change your life. So Sun is all about soul, values, ideals, and recognition, because it rules 5th house, the house of learning, the house of the deeds done in the past birth, and even your recognition in the life. What seat or what position you will reach depending on what kind of Sun you have in your horoscope. So that is one. Sun also give you pride. Sun also give you a person who is born early morning, between 5 to 7 in the morning, or born between 15th April to 15th May, when a Sun gets exalted, the nose of that person will be really high. There are few muhavras from the past, they say कि ऊंची नाक वाले नाक पर मक्खी नहीं बैठने देते, नाक कट जाएगी. Why नाक? कान क्यों नहीं कटा? Because nose signifies your pride. So a person, like I incorporate palmistry, face reading and horoscope. Every part of your body, your eyebrows, your nose, your ears, your eyes, everything has a reason. And even by looking at you, I can understand what kind of planet you will be having in your horoscope. So it is so beautiful. So a person who has an exalted Sun can have this kind of pride, self-respect and dignity. Don't talk to me like this. Even child will tell you, Dad, don't talk to me like this. But there is another synonym to it, is ego. Ego get hurt. So I think if anyone who has a strong Sun, I will request them, please let go that ego. Because I've seen ego plays a very, very big role in any kind of situation. It could be relationship of any kind actually. So be more humble, sometimes let go. Because I believe in life is not about this is not a court of law where you need to prove who is right or wrong. Life is all about harmony, happiness, joy, togetherness, love, romance. So let go that ego. Another planet is Moon, which I already explained, which is the most beautiful planet. Moon talks about your harmony. Moon talks about your peace in life. How loving you are, how caring you are, how kind you are, how compassionate you are. It depends on where your moon is placed. People who have moon in 8th house, they become really emotional. They are too sensitive. Everything, they take it to their heart. People who have moon on the ascendant, they become very kind, caring. They can go out of way and help everyone. They are so beautiful people. People moon in 4th house, for them, harmony is most important. Family is more important than anything else in life. They are so beautiful. But a moon is weak. Again, I will remind you, please meditate. The only remedy to make your moon happy is to have a little bit more faith towards your God and meditate for 10 minutes, early morning, late night, even while lying down on the bed, in the car, if you're not driving, or in the flight. So there you can meditate. So it will make your moon really happy. Mars. It is again one of the most important planet in astrology, because Mars talk about energy. Mars talk about initiative. कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, और लहरों से डर के नौके कभी पार नहीं होती. बच्चन साहब की आवाज़ नहीं निकाल सकते हम. तो that is how I really love it actually. So Mars is all about taking initiative. So if you will not give it a try, it will never work. कोशिश ही नहीं की तो होगा कैसे? I always used to say when I used to do show on Z News, which he just reminded that my name came into Limca Book of Record because show became the longest running show ever. So I always used to say कि करोगे नहीं तो होगा कैसे? सोचोगे नहीं तो होगा कैसे? Then I realized कि निकलोगे नहीं तो पहुंचोगे कैसे? So it is initiative. You have to. So Mars plays a very important role, and anyone who has a strong Mars, men or women, they will have strong eyebrows. And anyone who has a strong eyebrows, your beauty parlor, whoever, she will have really tough time, because your eyebrows will be really dense, really strong. But that shows your authority. That shows your leadership skills, your dominance. I got married 25 years back. I started doing astrology 22 years back. So I made a mistake. But now I guide everyone to know your spouse. Anyways, so Mars is all about, people who are into armed forces, police, people who are into sports, they have all strong Mars because the energy is always high. And these are the people with the strong eyebrows or strong Mars basically. They never retire. They never give up. And they will have energy throughout. That is something which is so beautiful. Mercury, the planet of intelligence, the most important planet actually in this era. The planet of intelligence, the planet of thinking, communication, marketing, banking, media, communication, writing, networking, humor, friendship. So Mercury plays a very important role. A newborn child will start talking and saying Pepsi before learning to say mother, mummy. Because everything is like that, induced marketing. Now, a child is fed with every kind of advertisement now. So it is all about marketing. So you need to market your emotions also. I have seen many times, maybe for the sake of harmony, like I just said, or maybe you don't want to hurt anyone, or you don't want to tell your husband there's something wrong with whatever. I always believe you have to share. You have to talk. You have to express. The more you will bring out your emotion like this with communication, the more easy, the more stress-free you will be. So please talk. Find one or two friends around you with whom you can confide, you can share. Very, very important. Otherwise, if you keep on accumulating, then these thoughts will become stress, which will lead to anxiety. And anxiety may create that kind of chemical, emotional imbalance in body, which can create some kind of turbulence in your body. And this is what medical scientists and doctors all over the globe, they say, everything has become psychosomatic. Bodily disorder formed by human brain. When I was in London, I read an article, it said, doctors will keep on telling you it is all in the mind. And that article said, they have discovered another phenomena known as BDS, bodily distress syndrome. That means body understands something from the mind and then they say, we have no cure. Go to a counselor, psychiatrist, they didn't mention astrologer. So that is how it is. So it's all here, it's all in the mind. This is what doctor says. Stress, why you take stress? Bhabhi ji, aap stress kyun le rahi hain? Itna stress kyun le rahi hain? Earlier it was only blood pressure and diabetes. Now you Google any latest medical journal, you will find bottom line, it says stress. For any or every disease, it says it is stress. And what is stress? The state of your mind. So what you are thinking? Let go. Ignore. Look at a bigger picture. एक लम्हा ही काफी था जिंदगी जीने के लिए. अब तुम्हें कुछ याद नहीं तो चलो हम भी भूल जाते हैं. So please keep forgetting things which are not needed, which are not. Even doctors are saying delete any thought which is not needed. If you not delete your memory from your phone or from your computer, it will crash. What about this memory? So please delete. So communication is important, thinking is important, planning is important, but keep letting it go. Mercury is also about finance. So if you are more friendly, if you are good in networking, if you are good in communicating, then you will get more finance. And if you are good in humor. I'm saying that, I got a note already, make it less funny. So, but anyways, this is who I am. So, they have realized the mistake already actually, by inviting me. So, so make it fun, life is serious. My job is serious. But I try to entertain myself, it was a long day already. So anyways, so Mercury, utilize it in the right, proper way. If you want to get more finances, Mercury, make it a happy Mercury. Then comes Jupiter, the guru of astrology. I said mother of astrology is moon, the guru of astrology is guru, Jupiter. And as I've told you already, if you go to astrologer, the first thing astrologer will look at your horoscope is where your Jupiter is placed, how strong it is. And Jupiter is about wisdom, knowledge, spirituality, your guru. And if you have a great Jupiter, you will be wise. If you have a great Jupiter, you should be spiritual. What if it is not? Then be spiritual. Because, astrology doesn't say this is fixed, now you cannot change. You can change by understanding what are your weak sides. So if you know your Jupiter is not that great and is one of the most important planet in your horoscope, please become spiritual. But the problem is the moment you talk about spirituality, and if I ask everyone to raise their hand, I'm sure everyone will raise their hand. But most of them will be talking about rituals, not spiritual. So try to be more spiritual than only being ritualistic. You know, I was doing a show, it was a Pakistani channel in Dubai, and that was the time I used to travel from Delhi to Dubai every Thursday and come back on Sunday. And it was a live show, Guiding Star with Sandeep Kochhar. And, you know, a Muslim country, a Muslim channel, and and they don't believe in astrology even. And I used to say, religion is man-made. Please grow above that. You know, religion was created like we go to kindergarten to show a child, you know, this is color red, A for apple. And with this belief that someday everyone will grow up and will connect to the higher self and will become spiritual. But unfortunately, most of us are still ritualistic. So being spiritual is a beautiful being. And the day you understand the connect, that's the reason I say only thing which really works is meditation. So if you can do some kind of meditation, I don't have, you know, any app. I don't have any kind of thing where I can, you know, guide you. Shraddha has amazing way to, you know, connect with energy, so you can connect with her. I'm losing another 20 clients. So, so connecting with higher self will make you spiritual. Obviously, you can follow your own mantras. Mantras have power. I'm not denying that. You can connect with your God of whatever kind. You can keep continuing with your places of worship. Very good, because I believe they are all sources of energies. But connect with that instead of being only, you know, I've seen people coming to me telling me, you know, I recite Hanuman Chalisa every day 7 times. And you know, I say Hanumanji doesn't have time to count how many times you have done already. You know, and if you are doing it, you are getting late and you are doing da-da-da-da-da, it has no meaning. Do it once, but do it with faith. Connect. So this is being spiritual. So mantras, your religion, everything is important, but connect, I'm saying, take it to the next level. Feeling the presence of God wherever you are. You know, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, you know, he sang this song. I will not sing it, I know, otherwise you will all leave. Ki सांसों की माला में लिख दूं पी का नाम. तो पंडित जी will tell you, इतने मंत्र का जाप करिए, you know, आपका ये मंत्र ऐसा हो जाएगा, आपका ये हो जाएगा. तो why to count those mantras? You don't need to count it. सांसों की माला. Breathe, feel the presence of God wherever you are. This is spirituality. So being spiritual. So when you do that, your Jupiter will become so beautiful that you will be blessed with everything which is beautiful. Because prosperity, we talk about materialistic things, but I think the right word is prosperity. And prosperity can only come to you when you have that spiritual connect, when you have a good Jupiter. And that will make you wiser as well. Another planet, the most famous one, is Venus. And which I already spoke. Venus is all about love, luxury, comfort, music, dance, drama, acting, painting, fashion, passion. Everything which is beautiful is Venus. And Venus is your luxury, your glamour. Venus is women, mothers, daughters, wives, obviously. Good. So all 3 are important. So if you are smiling, trust me, Venus is smiling. So bring that harmony. I know, as I've told you, destiny is already fixed, so you were meant to be married to whoever. But at least you can smile. You want me to say it again? Wow. So you ran with someone else or is a sip? Acha, okay. No, I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Okay, okay, great. Yeah, that is what I said. Absolutely. That is what we say, love is blind. Yeah, they are becoming more intelligent. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So Venus, so bring that smile, make your Venus happy. I don't need to add more to it because I've already spoken about Venus. Now, coming to the most dangerous sounding planet, which is Saturn. And the moment you talk about Saturn or Shani, you know, you will have fears. And trust me, Saturn is one of the most beautiful planet. Anyone who has a good Saturn in their horoscope will always be prosperous. Anyone who has industry, their husband is industrious, they will have great Saturn. Saturn can give you an abundance which you can't even imagine. So Saturn is not a bad planet. Please get this fear out of your mind. People talk about Sadesati, this and that. I've seen people becoming billionaire from millionaire and from zero to millionaire during Sadhasati. And I must quote one example. Narendra Modi ji has Scorpio moon sign. He became twice CM, Chief Minister of Gujarat during Sadhasati, and twice Prime Minister of India during Sadhasati. And Rahul Gandhi has the same moon sign. So that means both of them were running Sadhasati. One did something which is once in centuries, and one who had all the boxes ticked, born in 10 Janpat, and is still, not able to achieve. Maybe someday his time will come, he may. That is another thing. I remember I met him once in the flight, and then I wrote a poetry about him. It was long time back. कि चरखा चलना बंद हो गया, ये मुझे बंद करा देंगी शुभ्रा जी अभी. चरखा चलना बंद हो गया, मैं खादी कहाँ से लाऊंगा. चरखा चलना बंद हो गया, मैं खादी कहाँ से लाऊंगा. राहुल भैया शादी कर लो, मैं गांधी कहाँ से लाऊंगा. Because ये देश तो गांधी से ही चलता था. That is what we have learned. But now things are changing. Great. So Saturn is such a beautiful planet which I was talking about. It talks about your hard work. Because Saturn will not give you things easily. You have to work hard. And that is where astrology comes. It talks about whatever it is, whatever your journey is, whatever your interpretation of your dashas are, whatever destiny or your astrologer Panditji will tell you. The bottom line is in astrology, it says, Karam Pradhan hai. Your deeds will define your destiny. Without putting hard work, without putting proper planning, without implementing with the right integrity, intention, your love towards what you are doing, you won't get success. So destiny goes hand in hand with your hard work. Astrologically also it is proven, because 9th house is house of luck and 3rd house is house of initiative. The more initiative you take, the more luck will support you. So you can't get success without putting effort. So Saturn talks about your efforts in life. Saturn talks about bad Saturn talks about poverty, grief, sadness, hardships. So if you really want to overcome that, I would suggest you one remedy. Keep helping needy and poor. The more compassionate you will be, the more charitable you will be. And I'm so glad that I'm in this platform where you are already doing a lot of stuff for underprivileged. This is something which is so great. And that is how everything will come back to you. Because I believe in whatever goes around comes around. I believe in law of attraction. Rhonda Byrne wrote this book called Secrets in 2008. But I'm before her, before that book, born before that book. So I believe in that since my beginning. You become what you think. This is my favorite statement. I follow it to the core. Your thoughts will make who you are. What you perceive is what you conceive. I 100% believe in it. So what you create is what will come back to you. So it's not about accumulation. It is all about sharing. And when you share, it will come back to you in many other ways. It is not about spending these many 100,000 whatever. The goodness will come in many other ways. With good relation with your children, good relation with your spouses, good health, good harmony, happiness which you can't get from any supermarket. It is how blessings. So these kind of blessings will come through your charity. That is what Saturn talks about. Keep helping needy and poor and it will come back to you. Saturn also gets exalted in the sign of Venus in Libra. Why? Because it goes hand in hand. So the more beautiful your Saturn becomes, the more luxury, comfort and happiness will come to you. Ketu is a planet, second last. I know it is a little bit technical, but I hope you are liking it. No? Okay. So Ketu is a planet which has nothing to do with materialism. The moment I will see your horoscope tomorrow and will tell you your Ketu Dasha is on, that means you are totally frustrated and you have no clue what to do. So it is a 7 years or long period, so you can change your mind, you still have time. So 7 years long Ketu means no materialism, but we are all materialistic. As I've said, because of few desires and because of our responsibility to make our life better for our children, whatever. So what to do? So whenever you connect with Ketu during the dashas, even you have a Ketu, everyone has a Ketu in their horoscope. It depends where it is placed. Like 12th house Ketu means this could be the last birth, you will have salvation. And they say how you get moksha. What is the process of getting moksha? The only answer is when you are done with all your desire. When you feel accomplished, when you feel fulfilled, nothing left to get more. That is how you get moksha. So Ketu talks about anyone who has a Ketu in 12th house, they will have this kind of thought. That's the reason, I'm always motivating you to go to Shraddha, because I have a 12th house Ketu. But anyways, Ketu can also make you intuitive. Anyone who has a good Ketu on ascendant will have some kind of mark on their forehead. They will, maybe in childhood you got some injury or whatever. If not, then you may get one, God forbid. but Ketu will leave a sign. When I said, about face reading, the moment I see a mark there, you can check each other. If you don't know if there is a mark on your forehead, trust your instincts. It will never go wrong. Astrologer may go wrong sometime if it is on a high, but the Ketu, person with a good Ketu, will never go wrong. So Ketu is not a bad planet actually. The only remedy to Ketu is again when you become spiritual and meditative, because Ketu is almost like Jupiter. It's all about detachment. And anyways, when somebody claims that he's a spiritual person, and what is the right definition to be spiritual? The right answer is when you are attached in a detached manner. You want everything at the same time, you can leave anything at this moment. So if you can make a balance, which is not that easy, but there are people who can do that. So if you have that attachment and detachment balance in your life, you are done. So you can also start liking your Ketu. I've seen Ketu in 11th house can even give you windfalls. So Ketu is not always bad, depending on how you are treating with it. So your meditation will help your Ketu Dasha, whatever it is. Now last but not the least, the most important planet. Why I'm saying the most important one? It is Rahu, and this Kali Yuga is ruled by Rahu. The planet of deception, allegation, diplomacy, tact, and even manipulation. And who has got the power in this world? Maximum power. Who are the one? Who are into politics. And who can go into politics? A person who has a good, strong Rahu. So Rahu has got all the power in Kali Yuga. And Rahu is totally unpredictable. You can't predict anything. How much wealth I have, you have no idea. How much power do I have, you have no idea. You can't, sum up like that. People who are into politics, I'm saying people who have the power, you don't know even. You don't know, I can, just call someone and get something done. Maybe I don't look like that powerful. I'm not going to gym anymore. But, but one phone call. So this is Rahu. So Rahu can give you that kind of space. Because Rahu rules space actually. So, but Rahu is also about Maya. Rahu is also about illusion. And we are in this illusionary world. I am from Mumbai, it is known as Maya Nagari. You become a star and after 2 Fridays, you're back to square one. It is all about illusion. And most of us are living an illusionary life. Most of us. Because we don't realize what life is all about. And that is how Shraddha started with harmony, happiness, energies, connecting with yourself, decluttering yourself. So I believe in knowing yourself. So my dear friends, I'm here to just give you one thought. No matter who you are, what you are doing, what situation you are in, please learn to be happy. And I always say, if you're happy today, you will be happy tomorrow. If you're waiting for something to happen, then you will never be happy, I promise you that. So learn to be happy. Problem is, we are programmed. And we are behaving exactly what we are supposed to do. If I am miserable, don't tell me how to be happy, because this is what I have chosen. So change that mind and you will change. So I wrote it once. This is the last one, I promise you. जिंदगी में मुस्कुराने की आदत जरूर डालो. जिंदगी में मुस्कुराने की आदत जरूर डालो, और ना मिले कोई वजह तो आईना ही देख डालो. And trust me, I get up, I will not say early in the morning, I'm not early riser. So I got this flight with great difficulty anyways. So look at the mirror, smile. And when you smile, your mind will think, thank you. Your mind will think something good is happening with you when you smile. And when mind will be happy, it will release that kind of enzymes and chemicals and whatever, energies even. And that is how you are surrounded by those kind of energies, which we call it aura. So sometimes you feel connected to a person sitting next to you. Sometimes you don't even say hello. I've seen many times. Most of my, big incident in my life happened because of someone sitting besides me. Today, Shraddha was sitting beside me. I don't know what will happen today. But what I'm saying is, so sometimes you don't feel like saying hello to a person sitting next to you. And sometimes you get married after you land. So it is all about energies. So bring that happy energies within you. So don't be programmed, break that shackles, come out of it, be a happy version of yourself, wear a smile, make this your identity, and get rid of your whatever programming which I said, आदत. क्योंकि जिंदगी से कहा था, I wrote it once for my wife, but she felt so bad, then I started saying I wrote it for life. तो भाई जिंदगी से कहा था कि आदत हो गई है बेरुखी की तेरी. लाइफ से कहा कि आदत हो गई है बेरुखी की तेरी, अब मोहब्बत ना कर, बिगड़ जाएगी आदत मेरी. So we are programmed with that kind of thing. So please change that, and I promise you it will be a beautiful life, and it is a beautiful life. So let's choose to be happy. You don't need anything. Sorry? It is worth 5 lakh rupees, ma'am. My every poetry is patent. 10 check. You know, Shubhra ji will not let me come again. That I am 100% sure. आदत हो गई है बेरुखी की तेरी, आप ही से कह रहा हूं, आदत हो गई है बेरुखी की तेरी, अब मोहब्बत ना कर, बिगड़ जाएगी आदत मेरी. सो इससे पहले मेरा आज का दिन बिगड़ जाए, इससे पहले मुझे यहाँ से निकाल दिया जाए, I would like to congratulate each of you to be here. And as I've said, this is not a coincidence, all meant to be. We, including Shraddha, you know, we talk about those energies. Sometimes we miss understanding these small little things. I didn't talk about anything, you know, something Mahan. It was all something, little things from life, from astrology, whatever I learned. Because, you know, Zindagi ne kuch sikha diya, wahi maine bata diya. So whatever I have learned, I have just expressed my bottom of my heart, because there's nothing written on it. Because she already said, which I told you, whatever I had in mind. But I thank you from my bottom of my heart to be here, and you are definitely a patient listener. And thank you for having me, and God bless you all.
Good afternoon, everybody. So I've seen a lot of laughter and a lot of excitement in the audience. Without taking much time, as we are at the end of the program, I would request a few questions from the audience, and before that, a few questions from me to my speakers. Sandeep ji, so you told us about all the planets, you know, how they are based and all. Now, a question which haunts each one of us. I may have my moon weak, or I don't know the English name, so my Guru Uchka and the Shani is whatever, it's weak. How do we enhance a planet which is not very strong in my chart so that it balances my life?
Absolutely. Like I said, you can't manipulate. You know, now you are born with those set of planet, and it is all fixed because it cannot be changed. It is a part of your programming the day you are born. That is what we call horoscope. Now, not everyone is fortunate enough to get all the strong planet in your horoscope. So there would be some planet which would be weak, and as Shubhra ji has said, how to enhance it. So there are significance of every planet. Like for moon, she said, you know, do this, do that. Another point which you can add is, make your mother happy. Moon is your mother. So the more, you know, you can, obviously mother is the most beautiful part of anyone's life. The more your mother is happy, the more moon will become good. Mars is about brothers. The more your good connections are with your brothers, the more your Mars will be good. Sun is about father. So having that connect. We always say, we claim, we think, you know, no, I know I'm good with my father. But do we express our emotion? Do we show our care? We are all, you know, running here and there. So we need to have those kind of beautiful moments with you know, where we can express that emotion. They are becoming older. So that is how you can create that warmth and bonding and make your planet strong. And Mercury is all about friends. The more friends you have, the more connectivity. Show your care. It is not about, you know, meeting everyone in a party or in some kind of events like this, but show your care. If somebody is running maybe a low phase in their life, you have to have that kind of connect and show your concern towards the person. It's not about helping only through monetary. Sometimes you need to, you know, give that person that energy, because sometimes people lose their hope. So astrologer do the same. They charge you up. They let you understand it is, you know, it is not that you are done with it. another, there could be a beginning maybe after 6 months or 3 months even. So you have to show that bonding. This is about enhancing your Mercury. So same goes with Jupiter. Anyone, your guru, your spirituality, which I spoke about. Venus is, as I've said, so you are all here, Venus present here. So create that harmony within you. He's trying his best. I know it's not easy, but you can bring that smile, bring that harmony within you. To your Venus, your own Venus will become strong. And Saturn, which I said, keep helping needy and poor. The more you show your compassion, the more Saturn will become stronger. So these are the ways which you can bring that kind of energy in your own planet, which are not that great planet, but very important for you. So if you can enhance it with these kind of small little things, I just spoke about the significance. There are many other ways. There are rings, having stones. You can wear a particular stone. Obviously, after showing your horoscope, it's not like Amitabh Bachchan ji is wearing a blue sapphire, you can wear a blue sapphire too. No. You have to check whether it is good for you or no. And then there are mantras, there are a few remedies which she was talking about. So there are many, many ways where you can enhance your planets which are good for you, and it really works. Trust me, it works.
All right, thank you so much.
Good evening, Sandeep ji and Shraddha ji. My name is Sarva Mangala. I wanted to know on how you had spoken about past life karma, how it affects, and how do we understand that it is affecting our present life? To both of you.
Acha, sure. So as I've started with, astrology begins with prarabdha, the deeds done in the past birth. And that is the reason you are born in a particular family, in a particular city, someone born in a small hut, someone born in a as good as palace. So you can't choose that. So how it is related? Is related from the past birth. And that is how astrology always talk about karma. Karma in the past and karma in this birth. So past you are already done, you can't change it. You have to undergo the process, whatever grief, miseries and incidents come to you. Sometimes it is fortunate, you have done great deeds in the past and you are blessed to have an amazing family, amazing environment, everything is coming to you beautifully without even putting effort, because you are blessed with those kind of karmas, good karmas, what you have done in the past birth. And that is something which is beautiful, and you can get it checked from your horoscope. If anyone who has a good set of planet, good Jupiter, and even there is a horoscope known as Navamsha, 1/9 of your horoscope or 9th house, the house of luck, which talks about your past birth. So if you have great planets over there, then you are blessed to get everything on the platter and it will come to you naturally. There are people who really work hard and they don't get success. And there are people who put even a little effort and they get everything on the plate. How? It is about that kind of karma. But the question about what you have asked me, how to know about what kind of karma, I think it is not needed. As I've said, accept it whatever it is. If you are not happy with this or that, I think it is all about acceptance. So instead of going back, there is some Nadi astrology, where they read your, leaves in Tamil, and they talk about in the past birth, you did this crime and you killed someone, or there was a theft in temple or something like that. They put fear or whatever it is, and then because of that is not happening or that's not happening. I think that's not true. So they are manipulating a bit about creating that fear and getting some remedy done. So don't go into that, please. So what I'm saying is, accept your life as it is. Instead of looking past in the past, look further what you can do in this birth. So bring that harmony, happiness, that kind of passion in your life, and compassion. As you said, love yourself. This is something which is more beautiful. So if you start loving yourself, you start loving everyone around. So create that energy, and then your deeds in this life, which will define your destiny. And it is all related to your mindset, which I said will help you with your spiritual connect, and meditation will make your journey. So you don't need to look back, look where you are going.
Good evening, Shraddha and Sandeep ji. I just want to know, if you want to learn astrology, what planet has to be strong in your horoscope, and what is the particular combination that you have, both of you, that you've come into this line? Thank you.
It's a good question, though. Very good question.
No, it is not. See, a lot of, so a lot of competition already in our field. But anyways, yeah, the question is beautiful. I must tell you, I was a cricketer. I played with few international players. I played at national levels, and with Rahul, including Rahul Dravid, Gautam Gambhir. They're all my friends now. And that was my only dream in life. So I had no clue that someday I'll become an astrologer, because there's no one in my entire family or even ancestors. No one. I'm the first and the last one. Now, if I look at my horoscope, it belongs to astrologer, because 8th house is a house of karmic what you have brought from the past. Astrology is a divine science. You can learn anything on the planet. This is the only science which you can't learn. It will come to you. So 8th house has to be activated. So like for me, I've got 3 planets in 8th house, and Jupiter is respecting all that, forming all those Raj Yogas because of only one combination. I'm revealing my horoscope first time. And that has made a beautiful 8th house. That is the reason the occult sciences has come to me without even realizing that I will become an astrologer. Still now, you know, the way I talk, the way I carry myself, I will rate 2 out of 10, you know, to be a person like this as an astrologer. You know, it is not done. I don't look like a professional astrologer. That's my only bread and butter. This is my only science which I know, and this science has made me who I am today. I thank this divine science. But it can only come to you, one, because of your 8th house. Secondly, Shraddha just said, because of your good Jupiter. And most important thing is, if you really want to be a good astrologer, your conscience has to be clear. If you really want to learn astrology to make it a business out of it, there's nothing wrong in it. But intention, integrity, honesty with divinity, these ingredients are very important, because anyone who is coming to you is coming you with full faith, is coming to you with some kind of situation in life, and when you are exploiting that person, that is not right. So I always say, you know, I wrote it once on Facebook, you know, no, it is not in Hindi this time. Ki astrology is always right. Astrology is always right, but astrologers are left and right. Sorry? As I've said, you know, sometimes you don't choose something, it will come to you. So what you seek is seeking you. I completely believe in it. You know, I'm a philosopher since beginning. Inquisitiveness about life, you know, why she's like that, why she is wearing a Prada, whatever. You know, so if you then you start thinking, you know, why I don't have it. So this kind of thought about whatever, you know, then it will give you some kind of questions in your mind, and then you will start looking for answers. So for me, it is not about comparison. Still, I never compare in my life. I'm a very content, very happy person. I thank God for that. I have got zero desire in my life. I have responsibilities, of course I have to, but I am never after anything. So I just go with the flow, I follow it. I'm in a very happy space. Any other astrologer in my place would have created that kind of jnana here, but I created only 1 or 2 elements where you can bring the peace, harmony, happiness and smile in your life. That is what I was trying to do. I think that is what is needed. And I also believe in one thing, like the question which you have raised. It must be there in your horoscope. There's a reason the thought has come to you. So astrologically also it says planet Sun or planet Jupiter, if it's placed in Scorpio, the person has brought loads of knowledge from the past birth. So it is not what you are learning. You are not learning actually anything. You already have it in you. You are just now bringing it on.
Please check my charts.
Sure, I will try.
Yeah. We'll take the next question.
Yeah, Sandeep ji, here, first row.
Yes, please.
Yeah, good evening. So I'm Sona Chatwani, and this question is not for me. I'm meeting you tomorrow. So this is for a friend who's sitting next to me. You said you can talk, you can see a person and tell about her. I would want to know about her. I have known her for so many years, but मैं बिल्कुल नहीं पहचान पाए, और आपने कहा कि एक झलक में आप लोगों को पहचानते हैं, हम इनको नहीं पहचानते, तो प्लीज़ बताइए इनके बारे में.
बिल्कुल, you are right. You know, मेरी वाइफ तो अभी भी कहती है कि मैं तुम्हें अभी तक जान नहीं पाई. You know, it takes some time, a lifetime to understand a person, but at the same time, like you know, distance है यहाँ पर. But looking at her forehead and eyebrows, एक बात तो मैं दावे से कह सकता हूँ, she will always be right in her suggestion, because her mind is really very, very sharp. So people like her, you know, they are very good in banking, finance, marketing, media, communication. The way they think, the way they talk is beautiful. So she's definitely a learner who has all the intelligence. That is the first thing. When I will read her horoscope, her Mercury should be the ruling planet, according to me, because that is what her forehead and eyebrows are indicating. But looking at the palm and other things, obviously I correlate. For me, astrology, palmistry and face reading, it goes hand in hand. But I think she is really definitely, because they say either you can be beautiful or wise, she's both.
Next question. Okay, last question. This will be the last question for the day.
Sandeep ji, this is Gayatri here, this side, last.
Already.
Yeah. This question is for you. Can you put light on this Pitru dosh, Kala Sarpa dosh, Manglik वगैरह ये जो होता है, or can you put on light on these things?
देखिए, मेरी किसी भी पोइट्री में ये कोई वर्ड्स मैंने यूज़ ही नहीं किए कभी, because See, this is where the fear factor in astrology comes. There are things which cannot be changed, and there are things which has no meaning even. So what I'm saying is like, I'll talk about Kal Sardosh. You know, even it sounds scary. Yeah. Trust me, there is no scripture in astrology where Kal Sardosh is mentioned. It has been created maybe 70, 80, 90 years back. Just so, you know, they found another way to get some puja done and this and that. That is the reason. I'll tell you what happened really, what went wrong with astrology. Astrology primarily is in Sanskrit. Now, how many people can understand Sanskrit? And even in olden era, you know, it was only, you know, Brahmins were supposed to be learned, and, you know, they were into education. The rest were doing their different job. Kshatriya will do this and Vaishya will do that. So they were the one who learned Sanskrit, and then they understood astrology. Then what happened is, with Brahmins, there is another thing is they have a religious side, because they also know all the rituals. So I am a doctor, medical doctor. I also own a factory of medicine, so I'll make sure I'll prescribe every medicine which has been manufactured in my factory. So these Brahmins, they have mixed two different sides of it. You know, every puja with every kind of dosha in your horoscope. So when they found that dosha, they need to create more dosha, they created more with time. So please don't go into that. Pitra dosha, I will definitely talk about, like Sun and Saturn is known as a Pitra dosha. Yeah, even sometimes Rahu's with Sun is a Pitra dosha. They say anyone who has a Pitra dosha will not have, you know, progeny like boy. You know, they say earlier, still few people believe in ki progeny, we should have a, you know, male child to, you know, for our own progeny. But trust me, if you have a male child, then you don't have that Pitra dosha. So what I'm saying is, don't keep this thing in your mind. There are many other things, you know, death and birth, no one can control. So people, you know, they are going for sometime, what you called, they are not getting pregnant for 10 years, and there are couples, you know, who are going for these kind of things every year. The process is the same, but why it is not happening? So the thing is, it is controlled by some higher power. So please don't put these kind of fears in your mind. I spoke for almost 1 hour. I didn't use a single word about those areas, because trust me, it's been 22 years. I never believe in that. Life is bigger than that. In हाथों से ऊपर कुछ तो है, in लकीरों से ऊपर कुछ तो है, in सितारों से ऊपर कुछ तो है. So have that connect. So anyone who has that divinity in them, and go to astrologer and find out your journey. If you understand time is bad, no matter what dosha you have, it will be there. If time is good, even if there is a dosha, you will sail through and you will be happy. So know your time, which is the most important thing in life. शहर की हर गली में ढूंढा और ढूंढा तुझे फिजाओं में. शहर की हर गली में ढूंढा और ढूंढा तुझे फिजाओं में. किया तो सजदा तेरे लिए, तेरी खुशबू मिली हवाओं में.
क्या बात है. Thank you, sir.
Okay, the last question here, right here.
Yeah. Good evening, Sandeep, and good evening, Shraddha. I'm really impressed with both of you all. The only thing I wanted to ask, you have not covered something for so many of us, like horoscope matching. तो मुझे तो ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी, क्योंकि मैं भाग के शादी करी. मगर अभी ऐसा हो गया है, like my children are married. I'm just asking for the ones who are children are not married and who are really tensed and all. I just want to know, horoscope matching पे आपने बात नहीं की, which is very important, I feel. Suppose you meet a boy, it's an arranged marriage, then you meet the girl, and then we match the horoscope, and there's nothing like matching numbers, 36 should be there. और एक बात, मेरा और चंद्र पटनी साहब का horoscope 15 each numbers है बस. But because his was Raj Yoga, and you know, it was love or whatever.
Ma'am, can we keep it a little brief?
For 45 years I'm married now. I just wanted to ask you about the comparison, about how do you do about this wedding thing.
See, we really did it deliberately, because we wanted to come again, you know, for other stuff. So it wasn't. But yeah, it is a very important question. I must tell you one thing. It is not about those only matching those numbers, that you can do it internet. That is what people go wrong. पंडित जी ने कहा कि आपके 18-20 पॉइंट मैच हो गए, मिठाई खिलाइए, शादी कर दीजिए, बिकॉज पंडित जी की तो हो चुकी है, यू नो, तो अभी आप जाने. तो द राइट थिंग इज टू गेट दैट हॉरोस्कोप एनालाइज्ड, कि उसका मैरिड लाइफ कैसा है, उसका कैरेक्टर कैसा है, व्हाट अबाउट हिज फ्यूचर, हिज माइंडसेट, उसका यू नो हाउ वाइज ही इज, हाउ केयरिंग इज, हाउ काइंड इज, हाउ लविंग इज. वो कोई देखता नहीं है, और फिर पंडित जी को बाद में ब्लेम करते हैं कि आपने तो कहा था मैच हो रहा है, और वो तो अब डिवोर्स की तैयारी कर रहे हैं. So get that horoscope analyzed. That is the right way to get that horoscope checked. अब वो बात अलग है, जैसे आप भाग गए, अभी किसी का कोई बच्चा भागेगा, तो you can't control that because that is again a part of destiny. और वो तो हमेशा ऐसे ही कहा जाता है, बस खत्म हो गया है कि there is always a 50% chance whether the horoscope match करेगा कि नहीं. तो जो भाग रहा है भागने दीजिए. That is also a part of destiny.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir. Well, you've addressed all our questions very patiently.